What is up, fight fans? We are back. And we got another special interview for you today. I know you've already seen my ugly mug earlier in the morning, but you get to see it again. And I'm being joined by BKFC Cruiserweight Stone Mr. Esteban the Mohawk Rodriguez.
Wow. We live, baby. We here, baby. We here. We live.
Yeah. I actually, I did see you at weigh-ins. I did see you at the event. We'll get to the fights and all the craziness around that. What are your thoughts on the crowd, Philadelphia, the energy? Like, you've been in other events, you've been in other states.
Nothing short of
electric. What's the difference between going somewhere else and watching a fight in Philadelphia?
Oh, man, there was nothing like it, man. The energy was insane. 18,000 people in attendance. I've never felt anything like this before. The animosity, the testosterone, the energy in there was just ecstatic, man. It was phenomenal, legendary night. I've been to all over the country, man. I've been all over the country, and there is nothing like that Philadelphia energy, baby. I'll tell you, man.
It's one of the things I think I tell everyone, like everyone has this perception of how Philadelphia fans are. I'm like, listen, until you actually come to Philadelphia, regardless if you're going to like football, basketball, go to a fight. Go to a fight. Doesn't matter if we're talking boxing, local MMA. It's just a different energy.
Man, the blood is just boiling when you get in there, man. It's just like, gets people going, man.
Yeah. It's I think it's just the natural environment of how you explain the energy of the Philadelphia fan can only be portrayed through combat sports, in my opinion.
It's just like that. All of the top players. Yeah, a lot of the top warriors, man. There's some savages that come out of Philly, man. Philly is like the battlegrounds of the warriors, man.
Yeah, everyone always goes Rocky. I'm like, Rocky is our embodiment. It's our persona. That's what it is. But I mean, like, you have Joe Frazier and you have Bernard Hopkins, and even right now you got Jerron Boots Ennis, who's about to go after another world title. Like, boxing is the heart of the city more than it is.
Sir.
More than it is, any other sport. We relate to combat sports on a different level than your average fan, whatever. It's
oh yeah, definitely next level and on a whole new level on its own, for sure.
And one of the things about last night or this weekend that I thought was unique was Pat walking away in front of all of his fans. I mean, I felt we might have had one more. I wasn't super surprised by it, but it's one of those things where if you're able to kind of walk out after a fight of the year type of candidate fight.
Oh, man.
Do that. I mean, when you want to be a part of your family, be a part of your kids, being where Pat is at his life, don't blame him for it all. Go out there on a big win like that. That's it's a rare thing to be able to accomplish. And
that was phenomenal. I couldn't believe it, man. Like I said, the crowd was going crazy out there, man. It was insane, man. I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, I think Bear Hill kind of really got the most out of that because it shows you not just he can win and all that, but he's tough. He can go in there against some of the toughest dudes in the world. I'm interested to see what BKFC does with him matchmaking wise moving forward, because that's a dude they could kind of get behind.
No, for sure, man, because knockouts like that, man. It's just, like I said, gets the people on their feet, man, and it's just it's just talked about days after days and then months after months, and it's solidified. And every swing in that bare knuckle is, there's consequences to it. When you hear that bone to knuckle just crack, man, it's a different vibe, It's just something different. It makes something inside of you like, ooh, like, ooh.
Now, I do want to ask about one thing. The first fight of the night, I don't know if you were there yet or anything like that. You had Josh Oxidine, the kid coming from BYB, going against the BKFC OG, Travis Thompson, and he looked really good being in that bigger ring, being able to move around and stuff like that. I think we're gonna put that myth to bed that the BKB guys aren't that good because Josh put on a performance, man.
Man, yeah, dude. And I would say, I mean, I don't want to take it from the BKB guys, man, but BKFC, man, is built different, man. Like those guys in there, dude, it's just they're really, really good at scouting those good matchmakings, man. And this is they've been able to bring a different perspective to the bare knuckle fight game. You know what I mean? And a whole different audience and a whole different crowd, man. So it's definitely something different, man.
It definitely is. I'm glad that Josh had a good performance. I love Travis too. Like it, definitely was torn when I seen that.
Oh man, yeah, it was crazy.
I kind of had a felt that that was going to be the matchup when they announced that both Travis was going to be on and Josh was going to. I was like, that's the match, right? Josh like, no, I don't even know who Travis is. I'm like, yeah. But it was a good fight. Looking forward to seeing what they do with both of those gentlemen moving forward.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, the BKFC right now they're at a spot now where they're just gonna skyrocket. If people were thinking that they were liking it before, wait till they see what happens next, man. Every single card is blown out. Every card before that out of the water. Yeah, and they have just been killing it, man.
I've been covering Dave's promotion since he was doing local MMA when he was doing XFE here in Philadelphia, like 12 years ago. So I mean, I remember watching Dave after CFFC bought his promotion, and like him and his son Dave were basically like lackeys for lack of a better term. And I'd run into him and be like, "Listen, our contract's almost up. We're gonna go down to Florida. We're gonna start bare knuckle boxing." He's putting all his blood, sweat, and tears into it. I couldn't be happier to see where it came from to where it is now. What Dave has done. He even said at the post-fight press conference that the Xfinity Mobile Arena wants him to do 2 Knuckle Manias a year now. He's not going to do 2. He's like, that's not on the plate right now.
That's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Successful, they want him to do it more than once a year now. Goes to show you the growth of the sport, the growth of bare knuckle, how it's being accepted, at least in PA. So it's gonna be fun. He said 7 more times in Philly. I don't know if you heard the announcement of a fight club. It was basically BKFC's rendition of the Ultimate Fighter, so to speak.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many different things that they're bringing to the table now that a lot of these other promotions aren't doing. You know what I mean? The only real competition that Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship really has is the UFC. And now we have solidified ourselves as one of the top contenders, being able to 2 million viewers live, you know what I mean? 18,000 in attendance.
Here's the other thing. You
cannot deny those numbers.
While the UFC did 5 on the same night at the same time.
And it's insane, man. It's like those
numbers. Saying it for almost 2 years now. I said the UFC has a problem, and it's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's like they may have the numbers, they may be having this, having that, but as far as popularity, growth, that Dave Connor, everyone involved has been beating them hands down. They've been
hands down,
hands and say, "Up, here's my aces." Here's my kings. Here's my queens.
Nobody's coming close to it, and then they're doing so many different things that are involving the fighters.
You were even at you were at BKFC Ice, right?
Yep. That was cool, man. You know, you can't have the 205 champ come in my backyard and I can't say hello. You know what I mean? That was a good night. Those fighters were crazy. Having that, you know what I mean? That first ever bare knuckle fighting Ice Wars here in Michigan. Oh my goodness, that was something else and it's by itself because nobody's ever heard of bare knuckle fighting on ice. You know what I mean? Let alone, it's like hockey without the hockey. You know what I mean? It was crazy. And then it was just the hat. Well, there was people that were knocking each other's teeth out. There was hats flying into the crowd. It was just a crazy different energy. You get that fighter fans, you know what I mean? The brawl here and there in the crowd. But the crowd from that BKFC Ice Wars, man, those guys, the hat flat went flying into the air. It was like a movie, man. And it was just everybody lost it, man. That whole place was on their feet, man, and it was insane. That's definitely something big that's growing too. Then you got also on top of this, you got the bare knuckle fighting combat crucibles that they just came out with.
Oh man, the
That was
cruise,
cool,
the
man.
cruise, yeah.
The combat crucibles
One of
was
the
something
media
new.
guys were asking about that at press conference. Like, do we get to fight for credentials? Like, how does that work? Because I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
well,
just the fact
it's
that you're
going to be a
going to
new
have all
series
the
that comes.
fighters,
Yeah,
fans,
it's
whatever,
supposed to
on
be a
the
new
cruise, and then
series.
ending it with a with an event on top of that, that you're going from
Man, yeah,
Florida to the
it's
Bahamas.
wild.
I mean, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting.
Definitely. Well, like they pulled us all out of our comfort zones. You know what I mean? They took us out of the actual fight game, away from the coaches, away from our corners and all that. And they put us in an environment where it's like, all right, you got critical thinking on your own right now, where you don't get to go to your corner and be like, Coach, what do I do? What do I make? What game plan we coming up with? You know what I mean? And it was fun, man. And it brings out a different side of each thing, you know, and it's bringing a new light to the fighting game, man. And it's like, yeah, you see the UFC, but how long have they been in the game before they brought something like this to the table? You know what I mean? For the people on top of that. So it's like BKFC is bringing new stuff on
Yeah,
their app
and
exclusively to the
the growth
people.
is beyond it. I mean, because they even announced that this past weekend, you guys are on FanDuel. Were able to
Oh,
actually bet, right? Actually
let's
able to put parlays together and bet
go.
on
Oh,
bare knuckle on a regular basis on a bigger platform. It's just showing what the growth, what you guys are doing. You know, the sacrifices that you, the athletes, are making, are paying
mhm.
off for the company itself too.
Man, I'm telling you, yo, this is where it is. Everybody's gonna be making money off of that one right there now, man. This is the beauty of the sport, man. Is this is for the people, by the people, you know what I mean? And this isn't just, one of those, oh, this top people, promotions just dumping money into this. Like, no. The reason this is working is because David Feldman has poured his heart and soul and tears into this and built
Yeah.
it from the ground up. He didn't sell out like some of these other promotions and stuff. He's been
And
building this.
he's even made announcements that people have made him significant offers that he could absolutely retire on, and he hasn't done it yet. I mean, he's stepped away from doing everything like he used to do in the beginning, which you have to do when you get to a certain point because you
Yep,
can't do
yep.
you can't.
Evolution, baby,
And
evolution.
like I said, when I was sitting there saying there, I couldn't be happier for Dave, the sacrifices that he's made to kind of get him there. And let's talk about you a little bit. I mean, you went from being, in MMA that, having a rough go at the beginning of your career. What made you kind of switch gears? Like what brought you to BKFC and made it feel like this was going to be your home? This is where you could thrive.
Well, when I first got into the MMA game, I was just off of YouTube and animes, man, watching everybody, all these movies, and I'm like, I can be that guy. I couldn't afford jujitsu, so I went in my amateurs. I went 9-1, all knockouts, and then I went professional on my 10th fight, and then I said, you know what? I went 1-4, all losses Americanas because I couldn't afford that jujitsu background. I came to a point where I couldn't get any fights because I had those 3 losses back to back. So the commissioners were like, well, you need a losing record man that can, fight, you know what I mean? That's going to be approved by commissioners, but nobody wanted to take the fight because they knew I was one of the top savages of the state. So I was in a very, very, very tough position. I bit the barrel, man. And when I bit the barrel, my family came to mind. I snapped out and I said, you know what? This is it. I started praying. I did something different. And I don't care what anybody says. Miracles don't happen like that. Lightning don't strike twice in one place, man. 3 days after that, boom, dude, bare knuckle fighting championship comes into my lap. I'm like, yo, don't break my heart. This is everything that's going on right now. Like, I need this right now. Do not. They're like, no, don't worry. 1-4 record. I was getting thrown to a hometown hero, man. Like, I was out for the wolves, man. I was a piece of me that was just supposed to be, you know what I mean, easy sacrifice. Wrong, very wrong. I got to show the world, man, that this is my sport. I was built for this. Now I'm starting to learn I wasn't just built for this. I was born for this. So it's like now I'm barely starting to reach my potential that I didn't even know I was capable of. Now having the support from the people, being able to have an organized team now and being able to professionalize everything that I've been doing, man, it has been just straight phenomenal. I don't know what it's been like. I don't know what's been driving the car, what's been fueling the fire, man, but it's like doing this for the people now, man. The little kids coming up and, seeing that spark in their eyes, like, I believe in you, go out there. Like, I've found a new mission. I found a new currency, man. And it's like, I'm going to bring that belt back to the people. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will be the 205 world champion. And it's only a matter of time, man. And I've been running through this 205 division, man, barely still learning and finding out what I'm capable of. And these guys haven't been able to handle it. So now that I know that I'm able to bring something new to the table that I'm used to doing, that I love to do, oh, man, these guys are in trouble, man. I'm mopping the floor with the 205 division, man. And I found that this is my sport now, and nobody's going to take it from me. I'm going to go out there and give some of the most entertaining fights that the world has ever seen, man. And I'm guaranteeing you guys, you do not want to miss this next fight, because I'm blowing it whole roof off of that place, man. Everybody's socks going to get blown off. We're going to have seat belts in the seat just to keep people down. You know what I mean? It's going to get wild.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love your style. You know, watched a couple of your fights. I really do think you're one of the, you know, up and coming stars that really just hasn't gotten the attention yet. I mean, obviously, you know, main event, main card in your backyard. That's step one. I'm sure the next thing is just like where Garbarino's at now. He wants those top contenders. He wants those top 5 guys to start moving your way up to be able to kind of go after that title belt.
Well, I ain't been fighting any Joe Schmoes either, man. I've been getting thrown to the wolves, man. Like my first fight was that hometown hero over there in Omaha, Nebraska. The next guy smoking out of his gym came to try to redeem his, you know, his gym and all that stuff. And I was like, no, listen, man, I'm the new king of the ring now, baby. This is my division now. So I had to knock him out too. And, you know, within, I think it was 1 round. After that, I got my opportunity out of Miami, man. I went against the 185 world champ of the BKB, I believe it was. And, man, that was one of the most amazing fights I've ever had. It was like my dream fight at that moment, because I was able to really show like that warrior spirit, 5 rounds of straight pressure. I've never felt anybody put pressure back on me. And he was just back and forth and back and forth. And, man, we were going – I think I threw over like 420-something punches in those 5 rounds. You know what I mean? And it's like now I was able to see what I was capable of doing, and that I could swim in those deep waters. After that fight, oh, man, they give me another fight out of Salt Lake City, Utah on the King of Violence card. We secured the fight of the night starting that party on Miami. Going in Utah, oh, man, you know, I felt something new inside of me like break, because I felt like I put everything into that camp and I still didn't come out with the win. And I had to learn, man, like, you know, sometimes you'll dump all of it into it and it still doesn't come out like you want it. So what I did is I went straight back to the drawing board. I talked to that team down there, Joe Escoboza and them guys. I talked to them, and they had open arms for me to come down and learn. So I bit the mouthpiece down. I said, you know what? I got to build from the foundation where I failed, and this is where it is that I'm going to build. So I went straight to that gym. He showed me some stuff, man, and I got to build straight from there. And I told myself and I promised myself the judges is going to get a night off every single time I step in the ring from here forward. And listen, it's just been rampage after rampage after rampage, man. And I've been telling them, dude, after that fight, secured that Salt Lake City, Utah fight. Best fight that they've ever had at that time. Best 2 rounds that they've had at that time. I took the fight of the night at the King of Violence night, man. Took the spotlight from them and showed them that I'm possibly going to be the new King of Violence here coming up, man. And it was
two different things from what you were just saying. Salt Lake City, how was the elevation?
Woo, man, listen, that I had to go into the mountain. So I had stepped in a week before. I had made everything in. The sponsors that came through for me, man, like everything that I've been learning starting this game, like I've been dumping everything right back in. I've invested everything right back in. All my sponsors and all the money that I was able to, they paid for me to go out to the mountains and go do the elevation training to be able to be the best version of myself. We drove across country, man, and I hit every single trail on the way to that spot, man. Or there was a few different ones that were off the highway here and there, but I was tackling everything I could to be able to secure the best cardio for that fight. And I was ready to go to those different elevations, man, because when I first got into Colorado, oh my goodness, dude, like going up the stairs, I felt gassed out. I felt like I was just blown out of a huge 2-3 hour workout. And I was just taking the luggage up to the room. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna have some problems here, man. I bought
Yeah,
me
it's
a
one of the things
training
you see a
mat.
lot of times that
Yeah,
some of these guys aren't ready for. And I say anytime if you're fighting in Colorado, Salt Lake City, anything that you're fighting at Elville, you got to go out there at least a week beforehand, or if not,
you
when
have to.
fight night, you're gonna
Guaranteed.
unless you stop somebody in the first like minute or so, you're gonna find out real soon. Like the air is a little
Oh
different up
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, man. They gonna find out real quick, man.
Now, one of the other ones was when you were in Miami, you said you throw over 400 some odd punches. How does that, how did your hands feel after that?
Woo! Actually, what was crazy is like, yeah, so after your hands pop up like balloons, man, I've actually learned a way to be able to counteract that. And just the way that I fight now, twisting in my knuckles, I've learned how to take care of my hands now, man. And like it actually came out pretty good. I've got compression gloves that I usually use afterwards, but you know, there's a little swelling here and there, but nothing like my first 2 or 3 fights, man. Like those first 2 or 3 fights, I had to learn quick, man. Ice is my best friend, and I have to take care of these puppies because these are the $1 million makers here real soon coming up,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
I
Well, I mean,
started
you see
learning
a
a
lot,
little bit of doing the ice and the compression gloves.
you see it a lot, guys, that they don't know how to throw punches with their hands, and a lot
Yeah,
of times they may win the fight, but they're done for 6 months because they got
yeah.
hands.
And it's like they're throwing clobbers with broken hands, and it's like, bro, I mean, hey, secure the win, bro. But when you're throwing the first time to secure your hands first, twist the hands, man. Twist the hands. Or me personally, I like punching metal. I like punching concrete. I get to punching steel, wood here and there when I can. And I try to strengthen these bad boys up. And I found a formula that's been working, man. And like my last fight, I was able to go through war, man, and I came out my hands were the least of my problems. I was very surprised at because how hard we were throwing and like the chaos that we had in there, man. And like the only thing that came out, I was pretty split up top, man, but my hands were actually phenomenally good, better than any of my other fights. And I was like, wow, like against the things I'm doing are working, man. You know, it's surprising to see that, you know, and it's like, I didn't know I was capable of this. So it's like when I really start getting more and more professional training and like, you know, 3 to 6 months, I've never had a consistent training camp like that. So just imagine when I can finally afford that and I can actually get all that processed and under. Oh, man, the world better watch out, baby, because I'm coming.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what happens with you now. I want to go back to Knucklemania real fast, and I'm not gonna act like I'm a little biased. My man Lex Ludlow cuts down the cruiserweight for the first time, literally knocked the snot out of Zac Cavender. Now, obviously that was both of their first fights at cruiserweight. I don't think we're gonna see Calmus again, but how intriguing are you to see Lex Ludlow come down to cruiserweight, and he looks like he's starting to kind of put it all together. The cutting down,
he's a savage.
Very, very fast,
Yeah.
at the cruiserweight.
He's a savage, man. What's crazy is I actually got to go train at his gym before the day of the fights. He was out there, and we actually had some words on social media with one of his when he was doing one of his press conferences, and they were like, "Oh, he's going for the cruiserweight throne and this and that." I'm like, "Listen, that cowboy's going for my belt, and he's coming for my throne. I'm smoking his boots." He commented back on there, "I don't own a pair of boots." So
Lex,
I'm like, Lex, man, yeah, we're gonna be going now. So I figured there was that little bit of here and there going on.
What I would say a wrestling heel. He's always going to come back with you, but he's not one of the ones like he's going to like insult your family, upset you, or anything like that. He's going to be the one that he's going to respond and be like, "Damn, that was fucking funny. I got to say something back now."
I know, man. He was cool. He's actually really cool people.
Yeah,
I got to meet with him after, and you know, we
like another one of these guys. I've been covering him since he was an amateur, since he was fighting at the Armory up on Route 1 over here. It's he's a unique dude. He's always going to have you laughing, but he's awesome. Like there's nothing bad I could sit there and say about him. You know, he's
I can say the same.
It's someone you just want to succeed. For me personally, I hope y'all two stay away from each other for as long as you possibly can, because
He's
if
cool
y'all two
people,
are fighting,
man.
it should be for a belt. It really should be.
Yeah, he's cool people. I mean, I hope he gets his shot, but unfortunately, I'm going to be holding that belt for quite some time. So I don't think I don't see any problem with any of these guys. I'll help them sharpen the iron. We can put on a show for the people, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, when they step in that ring with me, man, I'm bringing a different fire that I don't think anybody's been able to
Let's
handle
talk
so far.
about that belt. Right now, Alexio Sakara has that belt, right?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know. I told him too. That man, he knows what time it is. I told Osakara, man, you enjoy your Italy beauty over there while you enjoy your belt, because when that time comes and your name comes across my contract, buddy, you're done, son. I was like, that belt is mine. I've been telling him from the beginning, and I haven't been wrong yet, man. I have not been wrong yet, and I've been dumping everything heart and soul into this, and I have left no stone unturned. I'm not cutting corners. I'm coming for what's rightfully mine, and I'm coming for the people, man. The people deserve this belt more than I could ever imagine. And I'm finally going to be able to bring that to the people that they never knew that they needed, man. That beacon of hope that they have no guidance in the communities. Now I get that opportunity to be able to present to them that light. Now I finally be able to fill those shoes that I've always wanted as a little young buck coming up. Not being able to get that help, not being able to afford, like, my first check I got from BKFC, man, my first like little nice check, I started my training in the park program. Being able to offer free training basics, bare knuckle boxing to the community, anybody that wants to come, full paid daycare for all the participants, free waters, you got free positive encouragement and all that, free positive empowerment for the kids. Everything that we were doing there was to be able to give back and help guide this next generation coming up. And it's just like, it's just at the beginning. We've went all over the states over here in Michigan so far, man. Grand Rapids, Hesperia, Wyoming, man. And it was just growing more. I had some kids do 7-minute planks, bro, for autographed gloves, dude. That's unheard of. Like 7-minute planks. Like, that's got to be a record or something, man.
Listen, giving back, I think, is one thing you don't see a lot. You don't get a lot of press in the combat sports community, but it happens way more than people want to admit. This past year, Justin Gagey announced like he takes a percentage out of each of his fight purses, and he goes and goes in the community and finds
yeah, man,
a kid or whoever who wants to train, who wants to put the work in, and he makes sure that he's taken care of, that he's able to have his gym dues paid, has gloves, has shin guards, has.
Oh, that's what I can't wait for, man.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't pay attention to. So when you're telling me that's the first thing you did, like, dude, like that's what it really is all about. The combat sports community is more tight knit than anyone ever imagines. Like,
yes, watch, man, the world
stuff like that. No, like outside of the BKFC community, no one really knows who you are yet, and that's something you're hoping to change, obviously. But it's one of these things where it's like, it doesn't, like we were talking about before. It's not too big, not too small. It doesn't matter where you started off. You're making a difference now. Someday that kid's, you never know. He may grow up to be the next, the next
world
legacy
champ.
Yes. Like, Esteban is the one that got me started. I didn't have a penny to pinch between me and my mom. She was working. My dad was doing this, whatever. And you were the one that gave them the ability to be able to go in the gym and do that. Like, you can't put a price tag on that. Whatever
it's a different currency. It's a different currency, man. And it makes you, when I got knocked out, man, in my last fight, in the first 10 seconds, I got clocked. And I mean, I was out. Everything went white. I could only see a bottom of the corner over here, my left vision over here. And I'm like, hold on. When I'm like trying to fake step, I wanted to make sure that this man like wasn't the referee. You know what I mean? And in that point, when I got knocked out, in my mind, what first came back was like, no, not in front of my people. I can't let them down. I can't let the kids down. All those kids that was helping. Like, I went to Hesperia. There was like 14 kids that came in there, man. It was insane. Like, I never got that kind of support. I've never got that kind of love. And like, they came in my mind when I was out, and like, it pushed me and it walked me through that fire. And like, that there is, I'm able to show people it's a different currency out there if you truly give back. And that right there is what helps you get through some of those fights where you need that little bit of confidence, or you need that little voice to tell you, don't give up, just a little bit more, one more round, or one more punch, one more combination. That right there, man, a lot of people miss, or a lot of these other guys that are at the top spot already that's been building their way with nothing but, top gym you know what I mean? What's the word for it? You know what I mean? Practices, you know what I mean? Like all that knowledge from these top gyms, like these people that pay top dollar. Some of us can't afford that stuff. So we got to start from the bottom, you know what I mean? And like you say, some of these kids, man, now I get to be that example for them to show them, hey, there's more out here, little Jimmy. Come on, baby, jump out there and take that one step in front of 10,000, baby. We're going to do what it do, baby, you know?
Yeah. Having people like you, it's a true rarity in the world we live in today, where everything's about how much money you can do off of this, how much you can make off of that.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Like you said, it's rare currency, and giving back. There's you can never do enough, but what you are doing is gonna make a difference at some point in time with
and when you do make that step towards trying to help somebody more than yourself, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care who you are, I don't care how stuck up of a person you are, I don't care how big of an ego is. If you truly help somebody, even if it's on accident, that is going to change their life completely, because that gives them that goosebump feeling like, oh, and then that other person shows appreciation. They're like, oh, somebody actually looked up to me, and oh, somebody really appreciates this. Wow. And it makes you feel different, man. And it gives you that superpower. It gives you that confidence that you never knew you had. And it releases those like dopamines or some part of your brain that just like, boom, baby. Oh, I'm charged up and ready to go.
Like it's almost like when you're able to do stuff like that, the feeling you're giving them is like somebody actually believes in me. But like the feeling when you can see like it lights a person up, it's better than cup of coffee in the morning. It's better than the greatest experience your wife ever gave you or anything like that. It's a special endorphin that there's no match to that. When you see that somebody that you've made a difference to somebody and that is making them be a better person, you can't back on that, dude.
And it's just like I try to tell people, man, it's like you don't ever see it at first. You never see it. And when you're in that position at the beginning, you will never see that ending. And you will never be able to see it. But if you have somebody who can believe in you and just guide you a little bit here and there, maybe just have a little bit of confidence in you when you don't see the way, that right there makes a huge difference, man. And that's why I want to be able to be that beacon of hope for the people. And I know when I bring that belt back to Grand Rapids, Michigan, man, not only just for the state of Michigan, but that belt is going to be for those people that really need that guidance. That's going to be the belt for the people that they know that they have a champion that's actually going to make a difference. Because when I really make that money and I really start getting to that point, everything that I've been doing when I've gotten some money, I've been able to give it back. Now, when I really make some serious changes, oh, the world better watch out, baby. I'm talking community centers. I'm talking about gyms, sponsorship, packages, contracts, you know what I mean? Like programs. Yeah. All this crazy stuff, retreats, resorts, everything that you can think of that's going to be able to make a person better, I'm on it. And believe me when I tell you, man, my imagination is very
well. Our community is the free seminars to help some of these kids, to help these underprivileged kids. I hope we see a lot more of our bare knuckle fighters kind of form together, find ways to, not just in your home state, but find ways to kind of, when you're traveling to these events, be able to kind of link up with this gym or that gym and try to find a way to make a difference for everybody. I mean, obviously, not everyone time's free, but there's a time and a place to be able to kind of put a dollar amount on some of these things.
Oh yeah.
As we're still trying to grow this sport globally the way it needs to be, you need to put something together. Hopefully, as we're seeing everything grow, we can see a lot more stuff from you guys as far as that goes. Now,
you better believe it. Big this. So one thing that a lot of people don't know about me is I was actually born out in Dauphin County, out in Harrisburg, PA. PA is my hometown, baby. That's why I be coming out just dominating on these guys too, man. And having, you know what I mean, Mexican and Cuban and American blood, man. Oh man, it's a dangerous combination, baby. It's a dangerous combination.
It is. We are multiply cultured here in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yes,
I'll always claim Philly, but I also show my love to all the guys in PA. So hearing that you're from Philly, it's even better.
Man, baby. That's why I'm like, I had to come back to
Philly. You were in the middle of all the muck, so I got to talk to you about, because are you surprised how everything has kind of come out over the last, I guess, 48 hours or so? Mike makes a comment, and basically, according to Eddie, it was 100% horse manure. Then Eddie goes on Ariel Helwani's show and literally airs the whole situation out. Mike has made a statement since then, basically calling Eddie a liar. Listen, I'm from Philly. I've met Eddie. I lost count how many times from his Bellator days. He would always do meet and greets after his fight and everything like that. I don't know the man to be a liar. I don't think he's capable of it.
No, 100%.
The nonsense. If you had, I'm not sitting there telling you to go one way or another, or if you have a horse in this race or not. Is there any validity to what Eddie said, or is Mike being picked on?
To be real, man, like I got respect for both fighters, man. I don't know what exactly happened. I know Eddie reached out to me and was like, "Hey, man, everything that happened, I appreciate you doing what you do." And I was like, "Look, bro, I don't want to pick sides. I respect you. I respect him. I didn't even know that it was Mike over there. I just saw there was swinging going on with some intent. I personally, one thing BKFC don't know about me, when I was a little younger buck, I got some security experience back in the days working in the clubs, man. And so immediately my instincts kicked in, and I was like, oh, man, there's some women and children over here. Let me make sure everybody's good. And there was some swinging going with some.
Yeah, there was, man. I literally, I'm on the other side of it. I'm where the media was. All I seen is your Mohawk, basically.
Bro,
you're like a hockey goalie, pushing everyone away. Like, nope. You stay over there. Nope,
oh, man. There. Well, I didn't even know who it was at first. I just seen one guy getting swarmed by like 4 or 5 guys, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, hold on. There was no security already had, like, dude, the staff security was doing their thing already, bro. They were quick to react. They already had like 2 or 3 people apiece. So you can only imagine. There was chairs flying. There was other people that were just trying to get out of the way that were getting mixed in. The staff did a phenomenal job.
Got caught with some friendly fire too. I seen her. Damn, man, even the ladies are getting hit. This was crazy.
Yeah, bro, it was wild. So I was like, I just wanted to jump in and try to help and make sure nobody. I know, you know what I mean. Me doing that was a dumb decision because I could have caught a case, but I mean, I know I have the discipline that even if I was to get hit, I wouldn't be swinging back. I know not to just start dropping people, because then if I were to start swinging, there would have been some bodies sleeping on the floor for sure. And I don't know if they would have had enough people to stop me if I started. I mean, I would have been able to stop. But
yeah, basically, I seen you and I seen Oxidon basically kind of cornering the kids off in the area, kind of.
Yeah, man, it was
trying to bring some sanity from the chaos. So.
Yeah, so I went. I peeled everybody off of Mike that was there. That's when I noticed. I was like, oh snap, that's Mike. I cornered him into a back spot right there. I'm like, okay, just let me make sure everybody's backing off. Nobody's going. Then I started seeing everybody else getting pulled. All the security, all the staff already had people in their hands, already pushing people back, and there was still commotion going on. So I hopped over those chairs, went back in, and I tried to push off and separate more people over there. Then I seen Eddie's wife going down, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and she's on the floor. I pick her up. There's more people coming. I'm ducking and dodging, swinging. There were people trying to take other people's hats off, and there was almost innocent bystanders getting hit, and like we're bumping and dodging inches, man, just by getting swung and our heads took off. I pick her up, and then I'm like, everybody just please calm down. Think of the children. Mucho take it easy, everybody. Mucho take it easy. And it was insane, man. Then I started hearing people out there, yeah, Mohawk, get up out of there. Oh, yeah, man, let me make sure make sure everything looks calm now. Everything's good now. I'm going to get up out of here before I get in trouble. And it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing, and everybody finally calmed down after that. They started yelling back and forth at each other. Security finally came in, calmed everybody down. People were trying to hop over fences. They were getting pulled down, and security was swarming from the other side finally, and it was insane, but it was definitely controlled chaos.
Yeah, you literally got the first-hand experience of a Philly baptism.
Yes, I love it.
Oh man, moving on from that, I mean, obviously, it is what it is at this point in time. I'm with you. Like, listen, I don't have a horse in the race. I always got love and respect for Eddie. But
I thought
whole thing played.
I wish they could have been a little bit more professional and think of the company, think of the children. You know what I mean? But
it's something I think about too. Like you think how the UFC typically deals with it. They have 2 different fighter sections for a reason.
Yeah.
This is the exact reason. in my opinion, there should have never been a situation where Eddie is in the same vicinity where Mike was, just for the simple fact that they fought before.
Yeah, I can agree that. Yep.
You know,
100%.
It is what it is. Hopefully we'll see this all come to an end real soon. Mike will get a fight lined up.
I hope there's no legal action behind any of this, man.
Because he's the veteran, and obviously, Jeremy Stevens, put a number on his jaw, so we don't know how that's going to affect him moving forward. But
yeah, it's going to be a fun thing. I hope they get back in there.
But outside of the craziness and some of the fights we already spoke on, what was the one fight Saturday night that kind of sticks in your memory? Was it the main event? Was it?
Man,
performance. Like, what was if you had to give your own like fight of the night opinion? Who was your fight of the night?
Well, I had my eyes set on that the main event, the Ben Roswell and man, those guys, that Russian cat, man. Like, the only reason why I was watching that fight is because I've got my eyes set on that $25 million tournament. I know what I'm capable of doing now, and I know if I was to get in that tournament, those are going to be some big boys that I'm going to have to deal with right there. So in my mind, I'm Ben Roswell. He may not know, but he's been on my target list, the top of the list, just for the fact that I know he was going to be dominating in the heavyweight division. Now that I know how he performed being on a pressure basis or kind of being in that situation with these guys, I've got my eyes on that Russian man now, because I know he's most likely going to be in that tournament now, and that's going to be a fun fight. And those guys, man, like seeing Hunt too, man. Hunt and Mundell, those boys were some savages, but I had my eyes on them too because of the fact they were in the cruiserweight division. So them jumping up into my division, I'm like, okay, you guys are performing as a professional athlete in the cruiserweight division. You better give the people what they want. And I don't want to see none of that tip dance and dingo jango stuff going on. Like, I want to see a fight, man. So it was a little nerve-wracking to see them kind of dancing back and forth. But you know what I mean? For Hunt to get that knockout the way he did, and then for Ben Roswell to go down the way that he did, like, I thought there was going to be more.
Andres had hands like knives, man. He was just cutting Ben up,
man. Dude, but he was just clobbering home. Like, I know he broke his hand. His hand was the size of a mace. He was just swinging that thing like
Ben's got a big head, so I can't say I can his hand, but
man, dude, it was insane. But yeah, those were the fights that I had my eyes on, and like, I was really locked into those because I know for a fact this year coming up, if I step into that tournament, or when I step into that tournament, not if, when I step in that tournament, I'm going to be definitely making my way all the way up to the tippy top of that thing, man. And I know Ben Roswell is going to be up there.
That, it's the pay tier for it after each fight is pretty significant. So,
imagine what I was doing before. Imagine what I was doing when there's big money like that on the line. Man, I'm not going to have a fighter list. I'm going to have a victim list.
It's like the meme that you see all the doors and you see death outside of each door. That's gonna be Esteban. Like, okay.
I'm ready, man. I'm telling you, I'm coming with a new force that they've never seen before. When I go, because I started off as a heavyweight, so I'm used to playing with these big boys. I've took some shots from some of these big names too, man, and like from some top contenders, 6'7" guys, 6'6" guys, 265, and I'm taking shots from these guys and dancing around them. And I was back in my amateur days, you know. So now in my professional days, when I've gotten all this experience now, buckle up, baby, it's going down. They don't know what's coming, man, because I don't even know what I'm capable of yet. There's days when I look in the mirror and I scare myself.
Listen, you're one of these guys that I think is within this year. I mean, is going to make your stamp. You know, it's one of these things where you can just not just your energy and how you engage in everyone, just what you've already done, the mindset, how you go about things, and then hopefully, man, like, you know, you get a chance to go against a Ben Rothwell or an Andre Arlovsky in this tournament, and make you know, be able to kind of make that name for yourself. The only way you can make your name in this business is inside of that ring. The talking is all fine and well. But if you can't back it up, it means nothing.
Yes. Yes, and that's what I try to tell these guys. Like, I don't want to be that ass. I don't want to be that asshole that goes out there and tells these guys, "Hey, listen, man, you're this and that, or family, this and this and that." No, I'm gonna go out there and do what I can do best, and you better be ready to handle it because I'm coming with a force that's like helium-3, baby. You know what I mean? I don't care what you've been doing. I don't care how long you've been doing it. You step into that ring with me, we gonna fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no tiptoe dancing. I don't care what combination you got in your mind. I don't care. We're going to bang. Everybody got a plan until there's a fist in their mouth. And then when there's another one, they got another backup plan. Then that backup plan goes out the window when this other one comes and catches them. Then I'm not in front of them and I'm putting pressure from the side. They don't know what to do with it. So when I go in there and I start controlling that even more and applying that with more pressure and more power, oh, man. Tell me who's going to be ready for that. You tell me who's going to be ready for that.
I'm sure there's a lot of guys that say they're going to be ready for it.
They all think that they're going to be ready for it. Every single one of them has said, hey, I know he comes in stupid. I know he comes in blind. Don't be dumb. Stick to the plan. My man's the last one was in front of me telling me this. I was outside before him walking out, and I can hear him in the corners. They were sitting there telling, yeah, don't be – he's dumb. He's a dumb fighter. He's a pressure fighter. He's just going to come in reckless. Be smart about this. Don't be dumb. Just stick to the game plan. Blow his stuff out, knock him out, and he's going to walk away. Bro, I walked right through their plan, blew it right out the water. My man got back up like, Coach, what do I do? The plan didn't go as well. It didn't go as well. What am I supposed to do? And that's when they knew they were in the skillet, man. They were in the skillet, and I was able to really, really lock into something else that I never knew I had. And that – I'm able to show the people now what happens if they think they're going to knock me out. That man was supposed to put me in the dirt. He was brought to my hometown to destroy me and be everything that I was not. And he was supposed to be my kryptonite. And I went in there and handled his ass in 70 seconds, baby. Let's go. Right? Come on, man. Like, I'm coming with something that they ain't never seen before, and I know that they cannot handle. So when they think that they're going to handle it, I'm sorry, man, but listen. You ain't put enough work in and been through the fires like I have, man. I'm ready to bang. And you know when I go and I lose, it's going to be like a blaze of glory that the world's never seen before.
Now, as we get down to it, because I've already, we're almost on here for an hour at this point in time.
Oh, man, I'm ready.
So what I typically do is one thing. I always ask about the nickname. You got the Mohawk going, right? Where did that come from? Where did that originate? Is it just something that became a part of your persona? Is it something that
when I was a little young buck,
how did that become your thing?
When I was a little young buck, I'm sorry about that. When I was a young buck, man, I was stuffed in the locker twice. So when I went and made that choice to say I'm not going to be that little kid anymore, in 2004 is when it happened, man. I made a choice. I'm going to separate myself from the herd. Everybody had fades, bald fades at the time, you know what I mean? The cool slick back and all that stuff. So I said, I don't see a Mohawk out here. I don't see anything else. I want to be that warrior. From this point forward, they're going to know I'm going to be one of the biggest, baddest mother suckers on the block. And and 20-some years later, man, it's history, baby. They've been rocking it ever since. I didn't even like the name Mohawk at first. It's what's crazy is I didn't even like the name Mohawk. And it just kind of just like stuck with me. Every time people be like, oh, Mohawk, I'm like, hey, you better watch your mouth there, young man. I got a name. But then eventually it was just like, whatever. You know what I mean? So when I stepped into the fight game, there was no better name than the Mohawk, man.
There you go. All right. So one question I like to ask all the fighters, it's, we hear in sports in general, this person's the GOAT. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. I think combat sports is the hardest way to kind of do it because you have different disciplines, you have different weight classes, you got men, you got women. It's the hardest thing to do to say one person's the GOAT. So what I think is the fairest way to go about it is I say, who's your Mount Rushmore of combat sports? So you have multiple picks, multiple different discipline. Who is it that kind of you felt is made the biggest impact, both being either a champion, their performance in the ring, and stuff that gives them a reason to be on this Mount Rushmore? So who's your four choices of Esteban's Mount Rushmore of combat sports.
Well, no doubt about it, man. Our first spot would have to be my man's Juggernaut Hunt, just for the fact that he's been in 2 different divisions, handling business. I know he had his little altercations with stuff, you know what I mean? But he's been handling business lately. He's been knocked out, came back, knocked the man out. You cannot count that man out, and he solidified his name with doing his thing in the BKFC. Next, also, I gotta have my man Mike Perry up there too, man. Being able to be the savage that he was in the UFC, come in, handle MVP the way he did, Luke Rockwell the way he did, like all these top guys. He is no doubt one of the faces of bare knuckle for a reason, man. And as far as the heavyweights go, man, like Perdomo, he's been up there knockout after knockout after knockout after knockout, man, and he's definitely solidified his name, and he is definitely at that second at the list where I feel like if I get in that tournament, he's going to be one of those names I'm going to have to definitely walk through as well. And last but not least, man, I'm going to have to go with one of the savages of the women's division, man. Oh, Christina Ferreira, man, handling business as the women's champion, man, and ain't nobody come close to her doing her thing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing her next career or the rest of her career happen because she has just been on a rampage.
I don't have a problem with Christina Ferreira. I actually used to cover her when she was. No one wanted to talk to her when she was doing lion fight, when she was doing Muay Thai. No one was talking about this woman. So when she made it to bare knuckle, I'm like, this is actually the real fight for her. And I think her problem is right now is there's nobody worth fighting.
She's already dominated everybody
against the other women or BKFC or anything. Like that's why she had to fight Jessica Borgen in the last fight because there's no one in her division that has a name that's worth fighting.
She's just walking through everybody. That's why she should be at the top of the Rushmore. She'll be right there at that tippy top. I'll be afraid to throw it down with her, man. For real.
She's the GOAT of bare knuckle, point blank and period.
Point blank. If there was ever an image of if there was ever an image, no arguing, Christina Ferreira, man. And then maybe there was those little chimichangas on the side of those other ones, man. I'd have to throw King Kai Stewart in there too, man. He's one of those dominating savages coming in too. And man,
you gotta remember, like, he just came from a wrestling background. He wasn't an actual, like, it wasn't like he came from like a boxing background or a Muay Thai background. He was a wrestler before he made his BKFC debut. So to see him be as dominant as he's been in his beginning, in his early run in bare knuckle, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to his fight March 20th. Going to be UK champion. It feels like it's been like ages since we've seen him fight. So,
oh man, now imagine if he was to put pressure like I was. I've talked to him before, and I'm like, man, dude, like you're a beast. I want to learn from his camp because he got such good technical work. But if he was just to apply a little bit more pressure with that, they're already not messing with him. Imagine when if he was to apply the same kind of pressure that I do. Bro, oh man, that kid is gonna be a superstar. He's already a superstar already, man.
I think what sets Kai apart is his fight IQ is off the charts.
The charts. There's no even chart to be able to compare it to.
So, like, when he's fighting these people, like he's just so intellectually sound when it comes to attacking things. And I agree with you. If he's able to just turn that aggressiveness up just a tad, he could be legendary lethal.
Oh man, he's already a legend in the game now. As the youngest doing his thing, but man, if he goes and applies just a little bit more pressure on these guys, woo! Hot sauce and some.
I already had someone on X was like, "Oh, I'm going with the UK champ." I'm like, "You're out of your goddamn
dude." He must not have seen my man.
I'm not just saying Gaffey ain't a good guy. Nico's earned his spot. I'm not gonna say he's not.
100%.
I just feel like Kai's on another level, and it's not anything against him. And I'm being the media guy. I try to be as neutral as I possibly can.
Yeah, understood.
I don't got all the answers. I'm never gonna act like that's who I am. I just take what I've seen through the combat sports world since I've been watching combat sports since the late 2000s, and he just seems like he has everything going his way. We'll see what happens when we put him in the ring, but I don't see how he's going to lose that fight.
No, 100%. I agree with you 100%.
So, what I typically do at the end is I kind of throw that proverbial microphone over to you, Esteban. Anyone you would like to thank, trainer partners, teammates, shoot at your social media sites, any sponsors that you have, any kind of parting words you want to leave with the people, my friend. The time is yours.
Listen, you guys, if you guys are watching this, I want you to know you can do anything that you want in life, man. Do not let anybody stop you from doing it, because listen, if I'm here doing this from the prelims to the main events, baby, from alleyway, picking up bottle cans, man, and be able to perform in front of millions, I know that you can do it too. Because listen, it's hard out there, man. Life gets tough. And every single time that you get the closest that you've ever been, everything falls apart and you have to hold on. And I guarantee you, if you do, you will make it out on top. I guarantee you. So do not stop chasing whatever it is that you want to do. Find what you guys do with the least amount of energy and dump everything into it. Because like I'm telling you guys, if I'm here doing this, you guys can be out there doing it too, man. Thank you so much for supporting me. I guarantee you guys, I will not let you guys down. I'm going to be pouring my heart and soul into every little bit of training that I'm doing to be able to perform for you guys. And thank you again for the support. All my sponsors that made this happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go check out my page, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez, Team Mohawk MMA on Instagram, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez on Facebook. And you can check out the YouTube of BKFC Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez. Thank you, guys. Go out and chase it, baby. Let's go.
And I also gave your son's YouTube a page of subscribe today too.
Oh, let's go, man. My man. Hey, thank you so much.
I support everybody. Like I do the same thing. My son's trying to build up his YouTube page and stuff like that. So anytime
bro, he's killing minds right now, man. He's only 9 years old. I'm like, bro, give me some pointers.
Yeah, I seen some of his edits, man. He's got it, man.
Dude, 9 years old, bro.
Like middle school and high school, you find him some of those video editing schools and stuff like that, so he can really apply that. So it makes it so
man Right? Oh man. So that's why I mark my words.
Like,
when I make it, I'm going to change that.
Like, I would have played football. I was like, well, we need to do more than worry about playing football. I'm like, find something that kind of engages you. So I went and found a high school that has like good video editing digital program to kind of
let's go
some of that type of stuff. Because I don't like, listen, if you're going to make it as a football player, you'll make it as a football player, but you also need to have a backup plan too.
Yep, 100%.
So I wanted to make sure like you found something like that. You have to find ways to keep your kids engaged with school, because if not everyone's gonna be, you're not gonna be a 4.0 GPA average kid. Some of our kids are gonna have learning disabilities. Some of them are gonna be good in this subject or bad at that one. You just have to find something that keeps them engaged. You have to keep them
so 100%.
Not just playing video games and messing around on social media.
Yes. See, that's what got me so frustrated. And I was like, all right, look. I'm like, look, son, you spend at least 10 hours on the phone every day, bro. You're not supposed to be on it like this whatsoever, bro. I'm like, this is very difficult. I was like, you're lucky that I'm training so much right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing this much time, my boy. But I was like, if you're going to be on it, you got to find something positive to do. Either learning videos. I got him watching National Geographic. And then I started asking, he likes football and the roadblock stuff and all that and the cars. And I'm like, hey, listen.
He made some Eagle edits. I'm like, oh, I got to like this.
Oh, he loves the Eagles, man. He absolutely loves the Eagles.
Listen, so we will take him as an adopted fan, without a doubt.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Like I said, put you guys as kids, man, to do something with themselves, because every kid right now is locked in being a tablet baby or being a phone baby. I don't care what you guys say or what anybody says. Like, all these kids nowadays have a phone. And if we don't regulate what they're doing on those phones, they're going to be teaching the kids what we should be not teaching them. You know what I mean? And it's like, they're just going to run off being taught by a random algorithm. You know what I mean? So it's like, I figured, hey, you got to do something, Mom. You got to do something. So, oh, man. Thank you so much for that support too, man. He's going to get a cute kick out of that.
It's the littlest thing. You hit a couple buttons, you hit subscribe every time you see a video. Just shoot a like, shoot a comment.
Shoot a like.
I think it's so weird that, like, I don't know if like people that like they just want to find reasons to hate, or just like, why be someone's friend on social media and then not engage with their stuff? It makes no sense to me. Like,
why not support?
People like, oh well, like I'll share Mike and Mish's videos like it's like there's no tomorrow, because there's somebody in our space that is consistently doing content. Yep. I'm not scared that you know, people are gonna not listen to me because I'm sharing theirs. Like, I don't think about that way. I think the way I think about this is like, listen, if I connect you with a sponsor, a new fan, a new supporter, one way or another, I've done my job as
yes, sir. Yes,
like,
sir.
and there should be no reason why I'm going through your pages and you have pages that I shouldn't be supporting that as well, just because that's how we all grow. And some people, they're I don't know, maybe they're just being like, you know, like Hitler. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do like, dude, if you're already on it, it takes 2 seconds to like and share something.
Literally one click. One click makes a big difference, man. Yeah, one click, you guys. Go like and support the page. Don't be assholes.
Like that made their day. That, you know, they got 5 subscribers today, and it's like the best day ever.
Man, my son tells me every day, Dad, I'm at 100 and something subscribers. You're still only at 90. I'm like, hey, son, come on, man, you hurt me.
I was my son about a year ago, and when I started using my YouTube more, I was making fun of him. I'm like, Connor, I'm like, how you had this YouTube for how many years? I already got double the views you got. He's like, man, yeah, you do other type of content, Dad. That's not even fair. I'm like,
it pours that fuel on their fire.
But I don't tell anyone to go to my YouTube channel, though. I'm like, I only got like 140 some subscribers. I'm like, I don't tell anyone to go to my YouTube. I tell everyone to go to the main YouTube for South Florida Tribune. So like, the fact that I even have 140 subscribers is beyond me either.
Yeah, man, that's so
like,
cool.
It means nothing to me. It's just another YouTube channel that I put out there. But I'd rather people go and follow our South Florida Tribune one, because I'm trying to build that one up.
Yeah.
In 7.5 months, we went from 47,000 views to over 1 million views.
Let's go. That's hard work right there, baby.
Yeah, and you're not like, I don't just do the combat sports stuff. Like, I also we do a football podcast, and I'm on there with 2 former football players. We do a roundtable talk, we do baseball talk. So we have fun with all the content we do. It's and like, if some of them get a couple hundred views, get a couple thousand views, it's great. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, that's what these companies are looking for. So
yes, man, I love it. I mean, thank you for what you do.
It's all about making the content. Like, who consumes it means it has no effect on how I go about it. I just enjoy, like this, like just the general conversation. This is what I have the most fun with, you know.
I know, man. It's so awesome, man. I appreciate it. I'm having a good time. I appreciate you putting us out there, because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to be as big as we are, man. So thank you.
Again, and then before I forget, I did see this. When are we going to see some more merch from you, brother?
Yeah, baby, let's go. So dig this. The cat's out the bag now. We're going to be offering our own exclusive Team Mohawk MMA gear, and BKFC as well has their own gear that they're going to be coming out on the app and on their social platform over there as well. But also, if you reach out personally through my my website, social media platforms, we're going to be able to offer some of these T-shirts out this month. Probably next month, at the beginning of next month, I'm going to be coming out with a book. I've actually started making a book, man, with all this good stuff. It's going to be a positive empowerment book of how I beat my pulmonary embolism and secured the 2nd fastest knockout in combat sport history out in Hollywood, Florida. And it's going to be everything that anybody would want to be able to get back off the couch and get into the gym and do what they want to do. Every little bit of tools, every bit of advice, every bit of knowledge that they would need to clear anything out and bring the best version of themselves, or the blood clot, or like I said, what I went through was a blood clot in the lung that almost killed me. It was a $50 size dead tissue in my lung that was about to collapse the lung. They told me my career was over. They told me that I wasn't going to live till past May 2023. And I just couldn't accept that. You know, at the beginning of my career, bro, I just got the biggest knockout of my life out there. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, bro, you cannot just take this from me like this. Like, I'm going to stand and fight.
You just told me that reminds me of when Vinny Panzianza broke his neck, and they told him he would never fight again.
Man, that was a story.
He found a way to not only get back there, but But fight at the time, like when he took that fight with Duran, that was like his second fight after breaking his neck.
Man, that was insane, man. I couldn't believe that, man. But that stuff like that is like, how can you just lay down?
We need those stories to share with everyone, and I'm glad you're writing a book, because more people need to kind of find the way to kind of give that information back to people.
For sure. So stay tuned, you guys. Second Chances is going to be coming out real soon, man. You do not want to miss this, man. Like I said, I'm going to be able to show the people.
You start getting that stuff out there, make sure you tag me so I can share it, brother.
I got you, fam. I got you. Thank you so much, man. You are the man, brother.
Listen, it is always my pleasure, Esteban. Appreciate your time today. Over the hour mark, it really does. For me, it really doesn't matter as far how long it goes. It's just
I'm having a good time.
Conversation. It's about engaging with everyone. So, looking forward to when you get back in there. Hopefully, we get a fight announcement soon. We get you back on here, pick your brain a little bit more. Other than that, brother, I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you. Hopefully, you're able to go get that belt real soon, and we get to party it up with you, my friend.
Oh, you better believe it, man. Krispy Kreme donuts for everybody, baby. Let's go. Oh, you know it, man.
I love it, brother. I love your energy, my friend. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving back. Keep giving that energy back to everybody. And I'm definitely going to be pulling for you, my friend.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. You guys watching, like, subscribe. Don't be a douche. Support your people, baby. Let's go.
All right, Esteban. Again, great conversation today. We'll definitely be in touch more in the future, and enjoy the rest of your day. Other than that, I'm just gonna have to get I got to get my sponsor read in here because I forgot to do it at the beginning. And for those who are watching and listening, this episode was brought to you by Fight Wax. Fight Wax is the ultimate athlete skincare for your active member of your household. Helps treats cuts, swelling, scrapes, abrasions, rejuvenates, and restores stressed skin. Customers have used for soreness, stiffness. Designed for athletes and active lifestyle, it is a ultra silky, non-greasy feel. Deep hydration helps fight dry skin. Customers have used for eczema, psoriasis, and other skin disorders. And they are also coming out with Fight Wax soap. Make sure you guys check it out. Head over to the website. They got stuff for your pets, for us pit bull owners. This really helps these guys out in this area. So when you guys get a chance, use that code South 15 FW and get your Fight Wax gear. If you need anything from Fight Wax, let me know. I'll get you hooked up with them too, my brother.
My man, hey, I'm gonna be splitting this bad boy up with some of that for some training videos. I got you, fam. Don't even trip. I got you. That stuff looks good. I love that knuckle wax, man. I'm gonna have to get some.
Dude. As soon as I see that, I'm like, yo, I need that for the shower, brother.
Yes. That's a knockout right there, baby. Some knockout soul, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. They did. Listen, I just hooked up with them. They're up there in Ontario. And as soon as I seen it, I'm like, this is the next thing, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want in on some of this action
with Rain and Lincoln, and we're actually going to be doing a giveaway with them. We're going to be doing the signed glove. I got signed.
Let's go.
So for people who do place orders and use our code, we're going to be keeping a record of it. We're going to do a random giveaway. I got a lot of fun stuff that I'm doing here, not only between the athletes, but also on the channel itself. So, guys, appreciate your time, Esteban. This was another fun episode of The Real and the Rare. I'm Steve. That's Esteban the Mohawk Rodriguez. And we will see you guys on the rebound, my friends. Peace out.